TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar.
Yeah. What's happening?
What up?
How we doing tonight? As always, welcome to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. Of course, if I'm here, you'll see his face. That's the big homie MJ. He in the building, rocking the George Brizzy, the George Brett. I see you. Man, how you doing, big homie? Everything good?
Everything's going good, man. You know, can't complain.
Nah, that's what's
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Real quick, can you hear the fan?
To do what?
Can you hear a fan?
Hey, turn your mic up and scoot it closer to you. Yeah.
Can you hear the fan?
Barely. It's faint. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. I don't want you to overheat, bro. You know, I know. I'm just saying. I know how you old dudes in your menopause is a problem, man. I don't want you to.
Wow, it's like that coming out fucking swinging at me. Man.
Hey,
Young
bro, I had
behind the ears.
I had to get you before you get me, bro. Come on, man. I had to get you before you get me. Hey, man, it's all love.
You remember, we was born in the same decade. So.
I know. I'm just at the back end of the decade.
It don't matter.
You at the front.
Same decade.
Come on, MJ. I'm just saying, man. It's a slight difference. You at the front of the decade. I'm at the back. It's okay.
It's just going.
Nah, man. It's all out of love. Anyway, y'all know the deal.
Absolutely.
As always, make sure. Hey, I always shout out my guy, 40 Silent Hill TDS. Make sure you going over to Hitchhikers. That's the man that provided the great intro for the show. Make sure you show my guys some love. Going over to Hitchhikers on YouTube. And of course, while you over there on YouTube, send us some love as well. I.O.W. Sports Network is the address to our YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook and Instagram channel, I.O.W Sports 1, on our Twitter page. Of course, if you want to chop it up with the Wildcard Mar personally, Twitter at KC Wildcard Mar, Wildcard Mar on Instagram and Facebook. And hey, it's all scrolling on the body and stream where you catch us anywhere on any social media platform. And hey, make sure you tune in every Monday through Thursday with me and MJ on the Late Night Owl Edition, and catch us on Monday and Thursday, 4 p.m. on the I.O.W Sports Show. Man, now that we got that out the way, we gonna continue to throw it back because we got some top plays. AP, what's up? How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Yeah. He's swinging, AP. He's swinging.
Okay, AP. I see you. Got some top plays of the day. I mean, you know what's crazy, MJ? Everybody was buzzing about that Donovan Mitchell dunk last night. Obviously, we had it on the top play, but it was crazy how that joint was buzzing last night on that dunk that he had. Like took homie's soul, took his life.
I think I know where you're going with this. I didn't see the top play. I haven't seen no highlights of anything tonight. I just got an alert. Y'all got alert, so I have a feeling. I think I know where you're going with this.
Oh yeah. I got a couple of them. But like, I don't know if anything's gonna top that Donovan Mitchell one for last night. That thing is going crazy. Like, people were talking about that even today about that dunk, bro. Like, took that man's soul.
Yeah, I'm done.
Nuts in the face.
Pulling the John Cena.
But no, without further ado, our first top play of the day, we got my man Shaden Sharp from the Portland Trailblazers. My man went off today. Let's see what he did. Shaden Sharp.
Walker has it blocked. Walker Kessler up top. There's a lob from Watford on the move to Shaden Sharp, and he is punching the clock. Wow. Unreal. The way this guy moves around just is not normal. Well, here's a McDonald's McDelivery replay. It starts with Trendon and his ability in the middle to set the table with the vision off the dribble.
Not bad.
Got some airtime.
Not only did he get some air, he kind of flushed it with a little authority, though. He kind of like,
two to the one catch. Yo.
Yeah, I give it a little Shaden Sharp. That wasn't too shabby, you know. I mean, hey, I can't get up that high. I don't think I ever could in my prime. I could ever get that high up. But I mean, well.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever even have a prime? Yeah. You want to come out swinging? We'll swing.
Damn, dog.
You're supposed to still be in your prime.
Damn, dog. Hey, all I'm gonna say is I wish I had hops like that. Like, geez. I wish I ever did have hops like that.
I got hops like that. You know, if I jump down my stairs or something, they look like
shit.
Jump off the bed and make it look like I got air. Trampoline stuff.
Nah. The only time I get that high is if I put something up. That's the only time I'm getting that high now. So
you let me know when you're ready. I'm good.
I'm getting that high is when I roll something up. Shit. But no, shout out to Shaden Sharp, man. Hey, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, MJ, but I think I don't know what everybody's expectations are with the Portland Trailblazers, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought that they was at least going to do something because they was making some good movement in the off season to try to help and get Dame some help. Got some solid role players around them like Jeremy Grant
But how much help did they really get him? I mean, Jeremy Grant was solid, a couple of years ago. They went and got him. I don't think he's done anything this year.
Yeah.
I'm not really following Portland, but I don't think he's doing much.
No, Portland is struggling. They're at the bottom of the standings, big time. I just
what's the guy? Anthony Simons, right?
Yeah, Anthony Simons. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's injured or anything. We're just not hearing from Portland like I thought we would.
No,
okay. All right, let's just shoot the elephant in the room. All right, when it comes to Portland Trailblazers. All right, I'm trying to understand Damian Lillard's loyalty to this franchise. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I get it. You don't want to be the guy that joins a super team and follow the trend of the NBA with, surrounding yourself with superstars. I get that. That's cool. But what I'm help explain to me, because it's like every interview that I hear him say is like he lists of the things that he doesn't want to do. Like, I don't want to join a super team. I don't want to be chasing rings with all these all-stars and this and that. I don't want to be part of a rebuild. I don't want to, be, reshuffling my team every year. And he says all these things that I don't want, but he always finds himself on a Portland Trailblazer team that is doing exactly the things that he don't want. You know what I'm saying? He says, I don't want to be part of a rebuild. Look, it's like every year that Portland team is rebuilding because they can't get
nothing. What else you want him to say? Like, I guess he loves the city. That's all I got.
Yeah.
They ain't done him no favors. They really haven't gotten him that much help over the years.
And that's my point. I don't understand the loyalty that he continues to hold for this Portland Trailblazer team. Come on. No diss on Portland, Oregon. I've never been. So I don't know how the city is. I don't know if there's a good surplus of, delicious women to choose from when you got money. I don't know that. I don't know anything. I don't know the nightlife. All I know is it's in Oregon. Now, I know there's some good weed out in Oregon. I do know that.
Ask your boy Dylan Brooks.
Hey, I know there's some good weed out in Oregon. But just answer this. Who is in a rush to go to Portland, Oregon? I never heard of anybody saying, "Yo, I gotta get to Portland, Oregon." I gotta get there. Like, I don't know about you, but I need to get to Portland, Oregon. I never heard nobody say that.
Let me bounce you one back. Why hasn't Portland went and got him? Or why doesn't anybody want to go there? They've gotten him no help. Minimal. CJ McConnell, who they not CJ McConnell, I'm thinking Arizona. CJ McConnell.
No, they traded McCollum away. They traded him away.
I'm saying, that was the best player he ever had.
Well, all right. So let's go to full track record of Damian Lillard when he was in Portland. When he first got there, LaMarcus Aldridge was still an all-star, still in his prime, and I think they couldn't convince LaMarcus Aldridge to stay there. So he moves on, which I don't know what happened, how they couldn't get enough to get him or convince him to stay. I don't know if it was money. I don't know the situation, but
I know he signed big money after that with San Antonio.
Yeah, he signed big money with San Antonio. So I think if LaMarcus Aldridge could have stayed there for a while, maybe Dame. I'm not saying they would have won a championship, but I think he would have been, probably going on a deeper playoff run, possibly. Because I mean, he's gotten to the Western Conference Finals and didn't do much. So, but my thing is, besides LaMarcus Aldridge, played with CJ McCollum. I mean, I know they gave Carmelo Anthony for him for a little bit, but for the most part, yeah, you're right. It's not you.
LaMelo without the prime.
What I'm saying, like you're not getting top 15, top 20 players go and join him in Portland. I'm not saying he needs to go join those other top 20 players on another team, pull like the KD and join another squad. I'm not saying that. But my thing is at some point you can't sit here and continue to be loyal to a squad where they're not going to continue to find a way to get better around you. Like, so what I'm saying is what Dame should do is, okay, you don't want to join a big market team with all the superstars. Okay, well, go to like an Oklahoma City, go to a Sacramento, go to a Orlando Magic and possibly go somewhere where, you know, somebody would be more inclined to join you. You know, I'm pretty sure that the no income taxes in Florida can entice a lot of people to go play with you in Orlando. Just saying. You know, that beats
I'm just shocked as shit that nobody's ever wanted to go out there to play with him. You know, over the last, I don't know how many years he's been in the league. Let's say what, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. He's been in the league.
Yeah.
And nobody went and signed there in years.
Yeah.
One of the things you don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, he's got this to the city.
Yeah. I hear you.
That's what he's got. So can't fault him for it.
No.
And whatever the reason is, he's got his reasons.
Yeah, and I get it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that at some point, like, he's getting to the point where he's not going into his prime. Like Dame is on the point where, like, you know, kind of like we were talking about Mike Trout, where you're going to start, you know, going to the back ends of your prime years. Because Dame is like 30, 31, 32, about the same age as Mike Trout. So at this point, you're going to start hitting to the backside of your prime year, especially in NBA. NBA is more physical than Major League Baseball. So, you know, his shelf life might be even shorter than Mike Trout's. You know, but I don't know, man. It's just weird. I never understood the loyalty. But anyway, let's move on.
Those things, I don't know.
Yeah, can't explain it. And on it, I think the best way to put it, and we'll move on, is that I think Dame is the type of person where the loyalty makes sense to him, and you know, if you really don't understand it and can't grasp it, he's not going to try to, you know, keep badgering you to understand it. So,
correct.
Hey,
you don't understand what loyalty means.
Yeah. Hey, I understand my loyalty. I get it. I'm just to me. At some point, you got to draw a line in the sand. Be like, look, I've been loyal enough. Like, give me something back in return. That's all I'm saying.
Something.
Yeah, something. I ain't asking for a lot. Just give him a buzz. Something.
I'm not asking to get, you know, MJ out of retirement. You know, not asking for Clyde. You know, not asking for Rashid.
Yeah, give a buzz. Something. Like, no. No.
Dude, imagine if he played with Brandon Roy.
Yo,
Brandon Roy was healthy. Imagine pairing them together.
I wish Brandon Roy could have stayed healthy, bro. So, all right. So, for those who don't know Brandon Roy, go do that. Played his college ball at UW. Got drafted by Portland, and literally his first 3-4 years, this dude was on a tear. Like I'm talking about like
superstar status, like right from the jump.
I'm talking about Kobe Bryant type numbers, y'all. Like a lot of people compared him to Kobe a little bit before he got hurt, and then he had the knee issues and just couldn't stay healthy. Tried to make a comeback a couple of times, and he wasn't the Brandon Roy that was Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was, bro.
So his knees just couldn't hold up.
His knees did him no favor. It's funny that you said that, because I was just having a conversation with somebody a few weeks ago about Brandon Roy. I'm like, yo, I don't think you understand how good Brandon Roy was before his knees started going out of kapoots. Because Brandon Roy was like that, dog.
He was that dude, as they say.
Yeah, he was
that dude.
Speaking of that dude, we got this guy made his return back tonight. Good to see him back on the court. Had to deal with some, I guess self-evaluation. He came back wearing a Zorro mask and doing his thing. But good to see this young man back on the court. The one, the only, Ja Morant.
Ja Morant and birthday boy John Conchar. Morant's got an alley to the rim. Oh, wow! And the foul! Holy cow! Did I say it earlier? Welcome back, Ja! Maybe they forgot, partner. He had been gone for a couple weeks.
Maybe they forgot. Well, introduce yourself to Kenyon Martin Jr. again. Maybe the mask. He didn't know who he was because of the mask. Well, John said, it's still me.
Hey, I got to give it to the young fella. Ain't played in a couple of weeks. Gave everybody a quick reminder of who he is. Still explosive. Explosive. I like that from John Morant. My man went up. Hey, that's what I love about this guy. He's fearless. He is fearless. He's not afraid.
He came out with the two-handed double.
Oh, yeah. The two yams. Yams. Oh, yams. Yo. No, but I give John Morant. No, but John Morant did that. Look, I'm just glad to see the young fella back on the court, man, where he belongs. His safe haven. His peace away from all the heat that he's been drawing towards himself the last few weeks. So look, I'm not even going to discuss on that. I'm just glad to see the young fella back on the court doing his thing, and hopefully, he learned something on the way that people can perceive you when your name is attached with fame and fortune. So hopefully, it don't take him too long to finally figure those type of lessons out and just keep doing his thing. Because hey, I think
he's young, man. He's young.
Yeah, he's 23. He's 23.
Make the mistake now, get it out the way, stop being an ass, and let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So let me ask you this, man. We're getting to that stretch run of the NBA. Obviously, you got high hopes for your Knicks. Obviously, you see Milwaukee's already clinched a spot. Boston has, so as well as Philadelphia. And you guys aren't too far behind. You're sitting in the 5th seed. What are you looking to see from your Knicks in the last few weeks of the regular season to give you confidence that you guys can probably do some things in the playoffs?
Beat the teams they need to down the stretch because they got a pretty favorable schedule the last 8 years. I looked it up earlier, talking with my buddy. They play Houston. They play the Pacers twice. Pull this up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm looking at
it. You lost a big one tonight to Miami.
Yeah, that was I think that was a one that you guys needed to win. Just because
if you're looking at their schedule, they're at the Magic.
Yeah, that's definitely winnable.
Home for the Rockets should be a win. Home for the Heat. They could beat the Heat, in MSG.
Yeah.
Then they're at Cleveland.
That's a tough one.
That'll test kind of where they're at. And then they finish up in April. They got 4 games. They're home for the Wizards. Should be a win. At the Pacers. Should be a win. At the Pelicans. Kind of a coin toss, but could win that one. And then home for the Pacers again. So if you could give me, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You go 6-2. You go 6-2 in that 8-game stretch. I'll take that. I'll even take 5-3 if need be. But 6-2 would be a good finish.
And looking at where you guys are in the standings right now at the 5th seed, obviously wouldn't be able to catch Milwaukee, Boston, probably Philly, maybe. You're not too far from your 7. You would be 7 games back from Philly to get to that 3rd seed. You're in the 5th seed, so the most you can do is leapfrog Cleveland to get to that 4th seed, and still the same matchup.
But Cleveland would really have to take a shit too, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that would give you guys a home field advantage in being that 4th seed. So I mean, just how I see it, man. Just how I see it, man. Just get prepared to be, facing Cleveland, which I think that would be a dope ass series between Knicks and Cleveland, in my opinion. Looking how those two teams match up. Um, you know, both of them play pretty much small ball, and they're not.
Sorry, that's my sugar alarm.
Oh no, you good. You need to handle that.
Give me 1 second. I just gotta
Yeah,
just gotta take a shot. Keep it rolling.
Yeah. So, Matt's Knicks got a chance to really do something. I'm not saying they're gonna win the East. Obviously, you got Philly, Milwaukee, and Boston at the top of that conference, and it's gonna be tough. You're probably gonna have the MVP in Joel Embiid with Philly, so they're gonna be a tough team. Then you're gonna have Boston, who's probably one of the most complete teams when you got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both on the floor. They both play defense, and both, especially Tatum has the ability to drop 40 to 50 anytime, any moment. And Jaylen Brown is a solid 2 guard, so we can't cap on that either. And anytime that you go to the finals last year, you replace the coach that got you there, and you don't skip a beat. You take the interim tag off your coach ASAP. Yeah, take that interim tag off, bro. We know what's good with you, and you make him your permanent coach. So Boston is going to be there. Milwaukee's going to be there. If Embiid don't win the MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a valid case to himself to be an MVP. So Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly, of course, are all going to make any challenges for anybody in the East for sure. But I love the way the Knicks play, especially this year. I got to be honest. MJ will tell you, I wasn't mad at the signing of Jalen Brunson. I was kind of shocked at the amount of money that he got. But hey, he's making me eat those words. He has flipped the switch on those, and I think he flipped the switch in that locker room and got Julius Randle more opportunities to do his thing, because now he has a true point guard that's going to run the show properly. They're going to play hellified defense. Obviously, anytime any Thibodeau coach team is going to play defense. So that's
you would hope so, because there's been games, man. Games this year, it's like, what you doing, man?
Hey, sometimes it's just
the other night they give up, with no defense.
I get it, man. I get it. So I mean, at least your Knicks got a chance to really do something. I mean, they're sitting there at the 5 seed and looking damn good. I'm looking at my Lakers, who are sitting at the 11 seed. They're not even in the play-in tournament right now. They keep playing with mine.
They're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, man.
What do you think they do? They let's say they missed the play-in.
If they missed the play-in tournament, I got to be honest with you, dog. Like, at some point, you got to start thinking about tearing this thing down. It's just, okay, can we be honest? Look, I know I get a lot of flack from other Lakers fans. They give me flack because they're like, oh, you don't respect our 2020 championship when we won in the bubble. And I'm like, I mean, I got an asterisk by it. I don't feel like it was a genuine championship. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you only feel that way because it was LeBron. I was like, no. I'm just like, it was just like
you a Lakers fan, and you're questioning it. It's not that you're questioning, LeBron. You're questioning.
No, because it's like, all right. So let me break it down like this. I just feel like it was such a staged championship because Kobe Bryant passed away a few months before that. COVID's going on, and you got this whole, let's have this storybook ending to our NBA season of adversity, protesting. We still finish the season. We're going to, show love to Kobe by having his former franchise win a championship. I just felt like it was like one of those too good to be true storybook.
You tell me it was scripted. You tell me it was scripted.
Oh, I would never say a damn
Nah.
thing. Come on, no.
Professional sport? Professional sport being scripted? No.
No, I would never say such a thing. No.
No.
But but I don't know. And but besides that, you really haven't gotten a lot of success from LeBron's being in LA. That's not me hating. That's just the facts. You take out that bubble ring. What have LeBron being in LA done for the Lakers?
Just headlines.
You could get any guy, you could get any big name to be a headline and put him in LA and do the same thing LeBron's doing.
But that's all they do. They talk about that man no matter what.
Yeah, but LeBron was supposed to be there to win championships. You take away that bubble championship and you got nothing. You got a whole bunch of nothing. You don't have
the greatest though. LeBron's the greatest. LeBron does. Come on, you know. But he's the greatest, right? He's got the numbers to back it up, right?
So right now the Lakers are up 59-52 at halftime against the Suns. But look at their last few games. Got the Thunder, which they've lost to before. The Bulls, who are about just as equal as the Lakers. They got a back-to-back, one in LA and one in Chicago. Then they got the Timberwolves, who they've lost to before. And then Rockets, who they should win. Jazz, who they're capable to lose to. The Clippers, who they're capable to lose to. The Suns and the Jazz to finish out the season. And right now, they're sitting in the 10 seed. I don't look. I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel confident about my Lakers when they keep going up, down, and they keep in the play-in tournament, out of the play-in tournament, in the play-in tournament. It's like they've been playing with my emotions on the standings damn near all season, bro. Like this shit is ridiculous.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
Well, I'm glad I ain't been betting on them because if they would have been playing with my money, I'd be even twice as mad. So I don't know, man. I'm just my confidence level right now in the Lakers is not high. It's just not, and
it shouldn't be. You know, not to rub it in, but it shouldn't be. They have not. They have not played. They have not played well. Injuries have derailed them. Lack of chemistry.
Definitely lack of chemistry.
You know, even after the Russell Westbrook trade, they started playing better.
Yeah, and then they reverse back.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the standings now.
I definitely agree with you on the lack of chemistry for sure. Like 100%. This ain't been pretty.
What's crazy is the Lakers got 37 losses. The Clippers are in the 5th seed. They got 35.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And but MJ, that's my biggest part of being frustrated with this team is because the West is so tight. All you got to do is go on like a good consecutive winning game streak, and you can flip from being 10 seed or where they're at 11 seed, not even in the play-in tournament, to even being a 5th seed. They can flip it that quick and that easy. But it's been like that all season, and they can't find a way to be one of those teams to stop being on the outside of the bubble looking in to even get into the play-in tournament to being at least a 5th seed. And it's been like this all. You just brought it up. Looking at the 5th seed where the Clippers are at, and looking where the Lakers are at, you're talking about a 3-game difference, and they can't close that gap. They've been stuck behind this gap all damn season, and it's been frustrating because I'm like, you guys could easily, even before the trade of even moving Westbrook, your roster was built to be better than these other teams, and you still can't get right. So I mean, I'm just like, I just
don't understand how they couldn't make it work.
I don't know, man. Is at this point, I don't know if it's a lack of care, because I mean, it was just a difference of philosophies with Westbrook and and LeBron. LeBron's talking about, yeah, let's get this win, and Westbrook is like, man, let's just make sure we go out there and have fun. So you got two people speaking, and they both got different messages. So I peeped that out. And I, and the fact that they traded away Westbrook, they show you exactly how one person speaking and his philosophy ain't gonna cut it. Not after you. No, this LeBron's house.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they had to get rid of him. But I don't know. Just the Lakers, just a huge disappointment. They're gonna keep finding a way to disappoint me, and I'm not irritated. But anyway, let's hit up some little NFL news talk before we get to our main event, because our man MJ did some homework last night, and he gonna have a couple of things to say. But
you didn't miss nothing, Jay.
he missed nothing yet. So Jets made some moves, trading away Elijah Moore to the Cleveland Browns. I actually like that move for the Cleveland Browns because I thought Elijah Moore was not being used properly by the Jets. I'm not sure why they moved off of him, because their new OC that they're bringing in could have drawn up some new plays. And they signed McCole Hardman today, former Chief, two-time Super Bowl champion. He goes to the New York Jets.
I like that. You threw that in there.
Well, yeah, because he's speedy.
No, back it up. What'd you say?
What two-time champion?
Yeah. Okay.
So, former Chief? Oh no, I just making sure that he's a former champion on a team that happens to be the Chiefs. That's all I'm saying.
Just like when you bring up the Giants, I say Eli. Like, oh, get out of here! Eli. Just did it with McCole Hardman. He's no longer a Chief, but you still have to shout out the two rings. Right?
Hey man, I just had to slide it in there like you do all the time, man. I learned from the best, dog. I learned from the best.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's all I was doing, man.
I get you.
But no, I was actually surprised that they moved off Elijah Moore, because I was looking at it this way. You got Garrett Wilson, who just won Rookie of the Year at wide receiver. You got Corey Davis, who can miss some time, but when he's on the field, a nice position, a wide receiver, bigger body wide receiver. Elijah Moore, if they would have kept him, McCole Hardman, you got Alan Lazard, a bigger wide receiver who can block. You got five guys, five deep on that wide receiver roster. I thought that had been a good little wide receiver room to it, make it a little bit more sweeter for Aaron Rodgers to come on over whenever they decide to get that trade. But they move on, give Elijah Moore to Deshaun Watson now, full-time in Cleveland, which works out from him. Be opposite, or I should say, a nice slot receiver for Cleveland, while Amari Cooper gets to work the outside. So that'll be a nice little duo that they got going on right there in Cleveland.
Then you got Nick Chubb in the backfield.
Yeah, got Nick Chubb. Can't forget about him. Running back in the league.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Yeah, bigger wide receiver who can work the outside as well. Italy Jet, what's up, man?
They're not going to be lacking talent. That's for sure.
Yeah. My man said, I'm a New York Jets content creator. Thoughts on Hardman to the New York Jets? Yeah, we were just briefly discussing it. Obviously, I know McCole Hardman very well. He's coming from Kansas City. Look, you can do a lot of things with McCole Hardman. You can use him on a jet sweep. You can use him in the slot. You can use him on punt returns. You can use him on kick returns. Very versatile. I know a lot of people are going to jump on McCole Hardman because he missed a lot of time this year. And I'm not going to be one of those people, because this was his first time since he's gotten drafted in 2019 that he's missed significant time. And he had I think he had a hernia or some kind of abdomen injury that made him miss a lot of time. But I will say this: very versatile, lots of speed, and you can use him just about anywhere on the field offensively, and he'll be able to create some fanatic plays for you. Because in Kansas City, he was drafted on the basis that we didn't even know Tyreek Hill's status in 2019. He was dealing with some off the field issues, some charges of abuse that later got dropped. So he was drafted on to be Tyreek Hill's replacement. So that's what the Chiefs thought. But Tyreek didn't have to sit out, so kind of got fool's gold. I think McCole Hardman is solid for sure, but he's going to be nice for your Jets. You guys got a nice little wide receiver room, building up there. AP has a quick question. What if the Colts don't draft a QB and get another player, and then after the draft go all out for Lamar? Why waste your top pick this year when you can't do it next year?
They've been talking about numerous teams doing that.
What about
waiting it out till after the draft, so you don't have to give up this year's pick?
Well, I mean, if you do it, then you better make sure that you get the player that you know is going to work out for you.
Correct.
Because once you get past, especially the Colts, let's be honest, the Colts have been trying to figure out their quarterback situation since Andrew Luck decided to retire and walk out the door. They've been trying to figure it out, and that's what 4 or 5, almost 6 years ago that he walked out from the game. It's been a minute since Andrew Luck retired, and they've been trying to fill that void for a minute, and they just can't. They can't find the right void to fill it. Tried Phillip Rivers. He was probably.
All they've been doing is trying to bridge the gap. All they've been trying to do is bridge the gap. They haven't went and got their guy. Lamar should be just about every team's guy if they see that out there.
True. I agree with you.
Like Andy said, that would be a smart move for a lot of teams. They could go and get their guy this year, and then go back to the Ravens and Lamar and say, hey, we'll give you, your 2 first-round picks next year and year after, which is 24 and 25.
Yeah,
I would. That would be smart of teams to do.
Yeah, because you definitely, especially depends on what you know for sure, what you need to get fixed on your squad. And here's the deal.
And where you're picking too.
Yes, where you're picking, but I'm saying like Colts are top 5 pick, and they need a quarterback. So it's either going to draft to get them, and you're still going to have to develop them, or just get Lamar Jackson, who already knows how to play NFL ball, and roll with him. Either way, you're going to have to find your quarterback, and you better make a decision on which one it is. Now, I'll tell you this: the coach who got the job in Indy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. He came from the Eagles. Mm-hmm. And guess who he coached? He coached Jalen Hurts. I didn't have this conversation with many people on Twitter. Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson are very damn near similar, very similar, and run the same offense. So that's actually not a bad idea.
No, not a bad idea at all.
Not a bad idea.
If you don't go and get your now, the next question is: Baltimore just asking 2 1s? That's it?
Well, no, that's the minimum. That's the minimum starting
okay.
Compensation is 2 1s, and they can definitely ask for more. But the only thing is, if anything gets agreed to, that's also an offer sheet that is agreed to as well. So money compensation on how you're going to pay Lamar is already agreed to and done anyway. Mm-hmm. So at this point,
think about Indy doing this maybe. Taking their guy at 4, not a quarterback, taking whoever it is they want at 4. Maybe it's Jalen Carter. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then after that pick, getting on the horn with Baltimore, saying we'll give you this year's 2nd-round pick, next year's one, 2025's one, and I don't know, let's say like a 3rd round. See if that'll get it done. Therefore, you get your quarterback this year, and you keep your pick this year.
Yeah. You would definitely. That's an interesting take as well, because you still, you would still get to your picks of this upcoming draft in 2023. and still go ahead and give them the compensation in the future. So you wouldn't be affected immediately. It probably wouldn't even factor until next year, pick wise, at least for sure. So I mean that's not a bad suggestion as well. Hey, I heard something on the radio, and this might fuck you up, but check this out. Um, I can't remember what radio analyst I heard say it, but what if, obviously, we're hearing the chatter of Dan Snyder might be leaving Washington.
Yep.
So what if Dan Snyder, being the asshole he is, says, "Hey, uh, why don't instead of since you guys want me out the league so bad, I'm gonna go trade for Lamar, and then I'm gonna give him his fully guaranteed contract, and then I'm gonna sell my team and say, bye guys, bye NFL." Just imagine if that scenario happens.
Like a final fuck you.
Yeah, I'm telling you. What if that's Dan Snyder's finally double bird to the NFL, says, "I'm gonna trade for Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna give him $235 million guaranteed over 5 years, and I'm just gonna say, I can't remember which ESPN analyst I heard on the radio say that because I want to give him credit for it, but just imagine that. Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be some shit. That really would be.
Yeah, man. That would be wild. Italy Jet, yeah. Nick Shine is one of our brothers, man.
Yeah.
He's out.
To Nick Shine.
Yeah, shout out to the big homie Nick Shine.
Big homie
Yeah,
Nick
man.
Shine.
Yeah, man. Let us know, man. We always down to collab anytime. So, yeah, just hit us up, man. We always down for the collaborations. No, I saw 2 mock drafts. We trade up to the number 3 and draft Anthony Richardson. That would be wild. Hey, this is going to be a bidding war for Anthony Richardson. I don't care what nobody said. What he did at the combine was ridiculous, bro. And you can't ignore 6'4", 245 or 235, how much he weighs, running a 4.3 40, and dropping dimes and then throwing like 70-yard bombs.
What was it, 40-inch vertical?
Yeah, you can't ignore that, dog. You can't. Tell me if anybody out there who is a pro scout who evaluates talent ignores that, then I'll show you a guy who's not good at evaluating talent. You don't ignore that shit. You can't.
Yeah.
No, I don't care what nobody said. You can't ignore that type of freakish athleticism. You can't. So, because what you're gonna do. I'm telling you, this is what they're going to do with Anthony Richardson, MJ. Whoever drafts him, they're going to surround him around a veteran quarterback who's a backup, but they're going to surround him around a veteran quarterback who has enough knowledge, seen enough things in the NFL. They're going to put him on a great offensive coordinator, and they're going to have to put him around an offensive coach who's going to be able to mold him. Because we all know that the slight deficiencies Anthony Richardson has. It is what it is. We need him to develop as a passer. We know how much of a freak athlete he is. So whoever gets him, boy, if they do that, surround him around some good offensive coaching and good quarterback coaching. That dude might be something crazy good, dog. Like crazy good. What you think about it?
He has a world of upside to him.
Yeah.
Like you said, he showed it off on the combine. Can't ignore the facts. Can't ignore the eye test. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? This isn't just what you see on camera. He did this in front of everybody to see. Now, if you look at his tape, at the combine, and you say that he didn't perform better than everybody else, then you should be a scout.
Yeah, I don't know what you're watching. No, for real. I don't know what you're watching. Yeah, but anyway, hey, we got 10 minutes left in the show, and I purposely saved this 10 minutes, and I'm glad Jay's back.
It's gonna go over 10. Give me. You have to give me like 15.
Oh, 15?
Give me like 15 minutes.
All right. Well,
I got a list, man. I got a list for you.
All right. So let's start with your list, like right here. So just to give everybody context, we were talking about
bring everybody up to speed.
Yeah, we were talking about the World Baseball Classic last night, and I don't mind giving Shohei Ohtani his credit for being a dope baseball player. MJ feels a little indifferent, and that's okay, but that's the point of the show. And I asked MJ to do a little homework and give me players who are currently playing in Major League Baseball who he feel is a better pitching player or a skilled player, since Ohtani plays both ways, better than Shohei Ohtani. And so we're going to start with pitchers. We're going to start
with pitchers. The pitchers, I don't have a big list because,
okay.
All right, pitchers, Miami, Sandy Alcantara,
okay,
27 years old. Texas, Jacob deGrom, 34, if he's fully healthy. And that's what I'm basing my list off of. If everybody on this list is healthy,
okay,
that's the way I'm looking at it. Not like he's on the DL now. No, I'm basing it off of everybody being healthy.
That's right.
Milwaukee's Corbin Burns, 28 years old. Okay, I would take Justin Verlander pitching wise over him. Verlander's 40. I would take Garrett Cole, age 32. I would take Max Scherzer, age 38. I would take Jack Flaherty from St. Louis, age 27. And I would take the Dodgers' Walker Buehler at age 28.
Okay.
That's my list of pitchers, starting pitchers above Ohtani without giving it that much thought.
How many was right there on that list right there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
8 pitchers? Okay.
8 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8. I got 8 pitchers. 8 starting pitchers that I would and that I was borderline with some because I could have said, like Carlos Rodon. He's another good pitcher. Who else we got on that list? I mean, not too much else. Max Fried from Atlanta is a good pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where I'm going to blow your fucking brains with this list of these hitters.
Okay.
Shohei Ohtani is 28 years old. Okay. I would take, and I'm up for every argument from anybody that watches this show on every platform. I will argue with you. I will take Atlanta's Austin Riley, 25 years old. Okay.
Wow.
This list is just names down the list, no particular order. This is names I came up with off the top of my head. Didn't look at stats. All I did was write their name, and then I went back and I got their age. That was it. This is my personal list.
Got you.
I would take San Diego's Xander Bogaerts, age 30.
Can't get Zay.
I would take Ohtani's teammate, Mike Trout, over him, age 31.
Wow. Even after the discussion we just had last night, you would take
Ohtani is not even the best player on his team.
Wow.
And Mike Trout is on the other side of his career.
Yo, you blew. Yes. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. You blew my mind with that one.
I would take Mike Trout. Absolutely.
Wow, you blew my mind with that one. I think that's right there. That's the mind blowing one for me right there.
He's a better hitter than Ohtani.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. Here we go. Right. Next up on my list, of course, my boy Aaron Judge, 30 years old.
Well, I might not surprise you took Aaron Judge over Ohtani.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Now, if you're talking about like better hitters,
you would take Ohtani over Judge?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I couldn't. Not right now, especially after.
Then why you give me shit for? Why you?
No.
Oh, of course you got him above him.
Of course I'm gonna give you shit. You're a Yankees fan. You're supposed to say that shit.
Dude,
Come on.
Bro, I got all sorts of teams on this list. That's the only Yankee hitter I got on the list. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. LA Dodger, Mookie Betts, age 30.
I won't argue with that one. I love some Mookie Betts.
San Diego again, Manny Machado, age 30.
Ooh.
Look what he did this year when he was healthy. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, St. Louis. I'm going back to back with Nolan Arenado, age 31. And I would take Paul Goldschmidt, age 35. Because Paul Goldschmidt just absolutely rakes. So until he slows down and shows me otherwise, Paul Goldschmidt is the man.
Goldschmidt can do just about anything for you.
Yes, 100%.
I don't. How did Arizona not put nothing around him? They put absolutely nothing around him, and St. Louis got him for a bag of peanuts, bro.
A half a bag of peanuts, eaten, and the shells thrown back in the bag just to piss you off. Okay, so we did back to back with the St. Louis boys. Okay, keep it moving. Cleveland Indians, Jose Ramirez, age 30.
Jose's nice.
Okay.
Jose's underrated.
Absolutely.
I don't know why.
He is a beast.
I don't know why. Hey, before you move on, I think people need to understand how good they need to understand how good Jose Ramirez is good. Jose Ramirez is so good that they gladly traded away Francisco Lindor because they saw their future with Jose. Just so you know this. Cleveland saw their future with Jose and said, no, we're not going to pay you all that money you want, Francisco Lindor. Get the hell on. You can go be a Met. Just so y'all know.
Click on that last one with Jay.
Yeah.
All great players.
Yeah, he's saying all great players, but which player are you taking over Ohtani that can pitch and hit?
Let me answer that question real quick for him.
Yeah.
Number one, there are plenty of guys in the Major League Baseball that could be two-way players, but chose not to be. Okay? You got Ohtani now. That sumbitch sits in the dugout on his ass all game long because he's a DH. You're not going to get tired. So you go up when you go up at bat, you're not tired because you've been sitting around. You're not playing in the field. You're not even standing on your feet. You're chilling to the side, drinking your sake and bullshitting. Okay? Right? And then come pitching wise, the dude he pitches like every 6 days. So you're giving this man almost a full fucking week rest before he pitches again. Okay, he gets hurt, you're losing 2 positions. He's not even the best at either one. He ain't the best hitter on his goddamn team, and he ain't the best pitcher in the league. So
hey,
people say, "Oh, the guy said it last night on the telecast. Oh, we'll never see something like this ever again." That's bullshit because Ohtani ain't the first one to ever do this.
Yeah.
Maybe he's getting it's more magnified now, but he ain't the first to ever do this.
Yeah. I got you.
People need to do the research on that. And that's people on live TV saying that shit.
Yeah.
I know there's not kids, right now that see Ohtani, like, I want to be that.
Yeah. I don't think they understand. That's a man. Playing 2 ways in baseball. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Like, look, to your point, I think it is fair to let them know. Like, this man is playing DH. He ain't playing the field all the time. Like, and if he does get out and play in the field, it's more like a defensive sub than anything, or of that sort. But he's not playing outfield every day for 162 games. He's not, like you said, he's getting the rest. And look, I get what you're saying. I hear you. I mean, you're the baseball guy of the two. You're the purist. What else you got on your list right now?
Okay, let's keep it rolling. Go back to San Diego again. Juan Soto, age 24. Houston, Yordan Alvarez, age 25. Fernando Tatis, age 24. And this one, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Kenny. Philly, Bryce Harper, age 30. And to quote him, he says, and he's been saying it for years, that Bryce Harper is a better player than Mike Trout.
Hey.
Think about that one.
Yeah, I might have to put some. I might have to. Yeah, I might.
Right?
Yeah, we might have to come back for that debate because I don't know.
That's a whole other debate, right?
Yeah, we gotta have another
good one on that one. Okay.
Yeah, we have
I got a couple more. Back to Boston, Rafael Devers, age 26.
Okay.
That kid is going to be a future MVP. As much as I hate to say it,
Yeah.
Fucking kid is great. Toronto, Vlad Guerrero Jr., age 24. Okay. Back to Philly, Trey Turner, age 29.
Why do I feel like Trey? Why do I feel like Trey's been around forever and he's only 29?
Seems that
I feel
way,
like he's been around forever, bro. He's only 29.
Still young cat.
Yeah.
I got two more on the list. ATL again, Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna, okay.
Ronald Acuna when he's healthy.
You would take him over Shohei.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wouldn't even blink twice.
Okay.
Wouldn't even blink twice. And the last one could be debatable because of his age.
Hey, shout out to my man Tuca49. He says Trey Turner been around since '95.
Jay, you ain't lying, man, right? It seems that way. It really does.
Hey, shout out to Tuca49, man. Shout out.
And the last hitter on my list, his age, is 33, but as a hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Okay. Okay.
So those are my hitters that I would take over Ohtani. Now people can say, "Oh, well, he's a two-way player."
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. Well.
Yes. Yes and no. He could swing the bat and he could throw the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hear you. And look, and Jay, I hear you on this. But to what MJ, one point that stuck out that MJ said is if Ohtani gets hurt, you have to fill two spots on your rosters. You got to fill a starting pitcher roster spot that's now voided, and you got to find a DH, and that's two rows on your lineup that's gone.
And people say like how great of a pitcher he is, how great of a hitter he is. Well, Angels will be banking on that, right? Or whoever team he's with. He goes down. That's two spots.
Yeah, that's two roster spots. Now, I hate to say it, and I know you don't care for Ohtani like you, and this is noted. You're going to hear his name a lot because it's going to be, oh, where's Ohtani going to go? Is he going to get traded before he possibly hits free agency market next year? So his name is going to be in the whole Major League Baseball media this whole damn season. He's going to be.
Good luck to whoever signs him to $500 million or whatever the fuck they offer him. 400 between 400 and 500, he'll get offered. Good luck to whoever signs him.
Oh, dog, they're going to offer him.
He's bound to get hurt. He's bound to get hurt pitching.
They're going to offer him. Somebody's going to offer him 10 years, $500 million. And
at least 450. At least 450.
Oh, I think that's bottom. I think that's the bottom. And look. I don't have that much hate for Ohtani like you do. Now I do agree with you that I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to take the risk on having to fill 2 roster spots if he gets hurt. I don't want that risk. But I will say this. I mean, the man has the ability to be a great pitcher if he just focused on that. And the man has the ability to be a great all-around player if he just focused on that. But I think he'll be, great at pitching, great at hitting, but not a master of neither one of them because he's not 100% focused on just one task. You know what I'm saying? Like Griffey was a great hitter because he wasn't trying to be a pitcher. You know what I'm saying?
Still the greatest swing I've ever seen in my life.
Still the prettiest swing ever in my life I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, I love Ken Griffey Jr., my all-time favorite baseball player, without a doubt. So, but I just think that Ohtani, how great he is. I think he is great. It's just that I don't like that risk of trying to fill 2 roster spots if he goes down hurt, and injuries are bound to happen. It just happened. It's just part of the game. It's going to happen. There hasn't been not one player that's gone throughout their whole Major League Baseball career, basketball career, football career, or any sport, hockey career. There's not one guy that's ever gone without injuries. That's never been heard of. At some point, you got hurt. If you play a significant amount of time, you got hurt. That's just the fact. Yeah.
Cal Ripken.
Yeah, but I bet you he played hurt, though. He played hurt a lot.
But
I'm willing to bet he played hurt a lot.
Never missed a game?
Yeah. But hey, these
Lou Gehrig. Shout out to the Yankees, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, but these cats ain't built like that no more, bro.
I don't know.
You know this.
They're not built like that.
And
I disagree, Jay. People outside of baseball didn't even know who Mike Trout was until last night. I disagree with that. Everybody, Mike Trout was very well known, in the sports world. It's just Ohtani being from Japan. That's Major League Baseball's way of promoting
international.
Baseball. Exactly. Because baseball is huge in Japan. So if you got a guy that's pretty good, why not market him? And
hey, MJ, you ready for this? Ohtani is Major League Baseball's Yao Ming, and that's exactly what he is for.
He's the ambassador.
Be an ambassador to. Obviously, we know that people who follow baseball, they know that Japan, baseball is a played sport. They follow baseball, they play it. They got their own league. All right, so they play baseball.
They've been playing baseball in Japan since the late 1800s.
Yeah, they've been playing baseball for a long ass time. Yep. So it's already a sport that is popular over there. But if you make it a point where you have a person that can relate to all the billions of people in Japan, like a Yao Ming did for the NBA, that's what you do. You take advantage because it's still a business. They need to get the money. And imagine all the money that Major League Baseball can recoup for having popularity of Major League Baseball because of Ohtani. You're not going to be mad about it. You're going to look at the bottom line and be like, well, thank you, Shohei Ohtani. Yep. Well, thank you for that. Matter of fact, at this point, you ain't even got to be great. You just got to be present. Take all the rest you need and just DH and pitch every 7-8 days. So what? Just keep bringing this popularity. Yeah, keep it coming. Hey man,
it's all about the bottom dollar.
Oh yeah, hey bro, you're gonna bring us more money than Ichiro did. Thank you. Come on. And Ichiro brought in a lot of popularity for the Major League Baseball from Japan. And Ohtani's going to eclipse that. I don't know if he's going to put up the same numbers because Ichiro, say what you want. You go look at his career numbers. That man balled out in Japan, and he came in America and balled out. Go look at Ichiro's numbers. Ridiculous numbers. So Ohtani better hope he can live up to Ichiro. How about that? Let's start right there. Because I think that's where we need to start the conversation, MJ. Ohtani needs to try to eclipse what Ichiro and his impact, and not only his impact, his actual ball playing stats that Ichiro put up in America. Live up to that first. Then we'll talk about you internationally. Boom.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're going to end the show right there.
I got one Here's a quick trivia question for you. Just
Go
like
ahead.
we start out. Since we're talking baseball real quick, who was the last hitter to hit 390 or above in a single season? A batting average of 390 or above in a single
Damn.
season. Who was the last
I don't
person
know.
to do it?
I don't know. Were we just talking about him?
Nope.
No.
But you're looking right at it.
Oh, what, Georgie?
Reggie did it. 1980, he hit 390.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Sir.
I know he was flirting with 400 a couple of times, but I didn't know he.
Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn was that guy, dog. R.I.P. Tony Gwynn. Oh my God. I wish Tony Gwynn could still be here and be a hitting coach, because he need to show these guys how to hit, bro. He need to show these guys how to hit. And yo, Tony Gwynn loved it when you tried to shift on him. Okay, shift on me if you want to.
Dude, like his numbers are absolutely ridiculous. When you break it down to like full counts he ever faced and how many times he struck out like in games, like the dude only struck out I think 4 times in a game, like twice in his career, or once or twice. It was something ridiculous. The dude never struck out. Struck out much.
The day the news that came down when he passed away, I was like, damn, baseball was a good one. Because I'm telling you right now, if he could have made a killing off being a hitting coach, or just being a hitting instructor.
The knowledge he could have instilled in some of these kids. Think about that.
And I'm talking about not even being a hitting coach for a team. I'm talking about, you know how these certain quarterbacks have like the quarterback whisperer they go to and they train with them in the off season and shit like that.
Yeah,
he could have done something like that and had everybody just come to him. Young, old, whether it's they in an MLB, college, prospect, major league, minor league, don't matter. If they wanted to go find out how to hit, they want to went straight to TG, man. I'm talking about Tony Gwynn.
Hit factory, man.
Bro, oh my gosh, man. Great one, Tony Gwynn.
So if people think Ichiro was good, watch clips of Tony Gwynn.
Oh my gosh. Yo, remember Tony Gwynn used it, he perfected the slap hit? He perfected it.
And I have this argument with people all the time. I say, I'm like, how can you not go with the pitch? Go the other way. Go the other way.
And he was the king at it. He was the king at it. Oh my gosh! Hey, look, I'm geeked up right now talking about Tony Gwynn, because I don't think y'all know how good Tony Gwynn was. And my goodness, and it hurts my soul that he is no longer with us, man. It hurts my soul. It really does.
He was a hitting legend.
Oh, straight up. But look. Man, we already went into 12 minutes overtime, 13 minutes now, whatever overtime.
I appreciate you giving me that extra time. I appreciate it.
It's all good, because hey, you know how it is. When we have good conversations, we ain't gonna put a plug on it. We're gonna just go and let it organically flow. But look, shout out to Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel, man. We always want to give them a shout out. Love collaborating with them as we simulcast the Late Night Owl Show on their YouTube channel. So if you're watching from that YouTube space, please go on over to I.O.W. Sports Network on YouTube. Yeah, which is our YouTube channel. Give us a like, share, follow, subscribe, and spread the word we got going on. You always catch us on I.O.W. Sports Network on Facebook and Instagram. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. I'm going to chop it up with the boy Wildcard Mar personally. KC Wildcard Mar on Twitter, Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, catch us, me and the homie MJ, Monday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. So another episode in the book. Hey, we got one more. We got one more in us. Y'all make sure y'all chop it up with us tomorrow night, Thursday.
Finish the week strong.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Y'all know the deal. Catch us tomorrow. Hey, peace and love. Y'all have yourselves.
All right, y'all. Be good.
Thursday.
Silent Hill, TDS. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, know the cross the scene is dangerous, aggressive like